Hello everyone. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm just going to talk for a few minutes. I did go on my normal walk today. I did get a message, but so much has been happening today that I haven't even been able to process it. So I'll post that today. So today I'm working like normal, and I'm on my way to pick up a ride, and the ride cancels. And now when the ride cancels, I get a notice on my phone that says like somebody in the vicinity is looking for a ride and they're just checking the price. That happens all the time. But I know the person who's looking for the ride. So I called the person and I said, don't order a Lyft. I'm around the corner. I'll come pick you up. Now, I used to live with this person. It's a relative for years. And I don't live with her anymore. Now, I am unhoused at the moment, and I am unhoused because I am on a lease with this person, and I still send her my half of the rent every month, even though I don't live there, because I honor my commitments. I signed the lease before I knew all the things that was happening. Now we cannot be in the same house together. We just can't. So I said, I'll pick you up. So no problem. I picked her up. She had a few stops to make, which was fine. We got to catch up and talk, and everything was fine. Love you, good to see you. I move on. Now I leave there with closure, thinking I absolutely made the right move by moving out. Like all the decisions that led up to me being unhoused was right. That's how I left the situation. Like it's been uncomfortable, but for sure it was the right thing to do. So I go on with my day. I leave there. I go somewhere and I get sage, and I sage the car, and I sage myself. Make sure everything's good. I go on my walk. I get the message I'm supposed to get. I finish the walk. I go to the park so I can breathe. I do my breath work with Sandy at the park, and I feel terrible. I'm suicidal. I'm crying. I don't know what's wrong, and I'm not putting two to two together because I just never think about this stuff. And so I said a prayer, like, I don't know. I called in everybody, like archangels, the dragon mothers, like literally I called in everybody, like, help. I don't know what the hell's happening here, like, help. Silence. I get nothing. So I do my breath work with Sandy, and I feel a little bit better after the prayer, just getting everything out. I do my breath work with Sandy. I feel a little bit better. But I'm like, maybe I need another breath work. Now, my mind is saying I need another breath work, but my body is like, you need to move. And I'm like, what do you mean I need to move? I just walked 5.5 miles. Like, this is crazy. Now, there's this lady named Jody who is a medical intuitive for empaths. So anytime I'm feeling crazy, I turn to Jody. So I go to YouTube and I look at Jody, and she's basically saying all the things like, I don't know what's happening cosmically. Like, I don't know, 5 planets are aligning. I don't keep up with all that stuff, but like something big is going on. I do know that, but I'm not paying like that much attention to it. So I turn to Jody because she's the one that keeps me in the loop on what I need to know as an empath. And so basically she's saying like today, or why this stuff is going on, like the meditation is the worst thing you could do. Don't sit in it, like you need to move. And I'm like, I'm not crazy. Even though I did walk 5.5 miles already today, my body is telling me to move. Just move again. So I move. I go to downtown Cuyahoga Falls. There's a festival this weekend, the Italian festival, which I don't eat most of the food there, so I wasn't going to go to. But I'm like, I'll park my car at the hotel, and I will just like walk the festival, maybe get a funnel cake just to get my body to moving. And I do that. I walk the festival, which was dead, like on all accounts. Maybe I'll touch on that another day, but like it was very energetically disheartening. Like everything's dead. The people are dead. The food dead. It just was dead. So it wasn't helping my mental state, but I digress. So I walk through. I take 4 bites of the funnel cake. It's not even that good. I throw it away. But I go through. I walk. I come back. My stomach is hurting. I come into the Sheraton to use the bathroom, and part of me said, just get a room. So I got on my phone, I looked up the information, and it was a reasonable price. And I was like, no, because I'm getting my brakes done on Tuesday. What if I don't get my car back? I might have to get a room. Like, I'm always calculating the cost. Like, can you tough it out? Even though I stomach feels sick and I have a headache, I just don't feel the best. I'm like, no, I will tough it out. So I didn't get the room. I go to my car and lay down, and I turn, something says check your email. I check my email, and there is I booked a room at this hotel. I'm like, no, I didn't book a room. Like, I'm 100% positive. I didn't book the room because you know how I know I didn't book this room? Because after I got out of the app for today's price, I went to look for Monday and Tuesday, just in case I needed to get a room for my car being fixed. And I wouldn't have been able to get out of what I was in to look for the new rooms if I was booking this room. I'm 100% positive I did not book this room. So I go to my email and I look and I have a confirmation. There's a room booked. So I take it as a sign. Angels is telling me, just like, get a good night's sleep. So I gather my stuff together to come to the room that I am now, and I look on YouTube and I hit on something. Erin Lyons is her name, and I don't even watch her stuff, but like, for some reason that popped up. And she says, she's talking about what energy is yours and what energy is not yours. And she's saying, you know, how you can tell the energy is yours and it's not yours is if you remember how you felt before you saw somebody and then remember how you feel afterwards. And I got to thinking, okay, so I was fine this morning when I woke up, and I wasn't suicidal until after I picked up the person who I can't live with anymore because of all the demons, and I got the crazy thoughts again. And I'm just making this video just because, one, I'm annoyed because spiritual warfare is real, and I know this, but like, I feel like you have to be on top of it all the time. Otherwise, like, stuff just whacks you over the head like this did today. Like, I'm perfectly fine. I'm perfectly living my life. And then I picked up a person just to be nice because I was in the area and I wanted to make sure the person was okay because they weren't taking my departure very well. Just to make sure, you know, she was okay and she was, and the cats were okay. Just everybody was okay. And so I just feel like my love for people is what keeps killing me. Like, I go pick up a person to be nice, and then I leave with I don't even know, not an entity, but like, I don't know. I'm not going to say demonic thoughts, but like terrible suicidal thoughts, like literally to the point where I have to say a prayer because I feel like I'm about to stab myself with a fucking knife. Like, spiritual warfare is real. You have to guard your energy around people who you know aren't good for you. And I don't for 1 second believe this person is consciously trying to kill me, but subconsciously whatever is living in her wants to kill me every minute of the fucking day. And every time I let my guard down for 2 seconds, something like this happens. So I just want to say again, spiritual warfare is real. The devil is real. Demonic entities is real. Like, just be on guard. If you're having bad thoughts or you're not feeling like yourself, ask yourself a few questions. You know, where you been? Who you been around? Did you feel like this when you wake up? You know what I mean? To decipher, is this your crazy energy or did something like jump on you and it's making you crazy? So that's it. That's my message for today. Just spiritual warfare is real. To guard your mind, your body, your thoughts, your environment, to make sure, you know, you can't be around everybody, especially if you're somebody like me, if you're like an empath or sensitive, I feel everybody's shit every minute of the day. And today, like, was catastrophic. Like, literally, I was contemplating suicide. It's fucking nuts. And I've been perfectly fine for I don't even know how long. And then what makes me so mad is I never even equated the person with the thoughts, because, you know, I don't have a nefarious bone in my body. I'm thinking, why would anybody? I guess I'm so pissed because I feel like I'm always on guard for attacks. and I do nothing to nobody, which is why I'm under attack. I do understand that, but it's so disheartening because it's your family. It's like people you should be able to love and have a conversation with and not worry about what's going to be on you after the encounter. So I'm sorry I'm rambling on longer than I wanted to. Spiritual warfare is real. Mind, your body, your thoughts, your environment. I'm going to sleep tonight, sleeping. I'm not even going to work tomorrow. I'm just going to take the next couple days just to breathe and meditate and, get myself together. But spiritual warfare is real. The devil is real. Be on guard. Don't be scared, but just be vigilant. I'm not vigilant. I got to start being more vigilant. I'm vigilant for a while, and then I let my guard down, and this happens. And in the time we're living in right now, honestly, you can't let your guard down. That's my downfall. I can't let my guard down. I have to continue to stay vigilant. So I'm going to remind myself for the next couple of days just to be on my shit and just to watch my energy and just to be vigilant. That was a lot. Well, that's it. That's today's message. Even if nobody else watches this is a reminder to myself to watch for the next couple of fucking weeks. To be vigilant. To mind your mind, body, and thoughts. That's it. That's all I have to say. I love you all. Thank you very much for taking this time to watch this video, and I'll see you with the next message. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for letting me vent.